We are back to our show again. Good morning, Kuwait. We're moving for our first interview segment. That was a great report. A vision leader in Kuwaiti sailing, Ibrahim Alfraih, is a cornerstone of the Kuwaiti maritime sports community, possessing a lifelong dedication of the sport of sailing. So he also a strategic milestone in Paris 2024, and also in 2023 he took on the pivotal role of the team leading for Kuwait national sailing team. He organized and managed the second Arab Women's Sailing Championship held in Kuwait December 2023. This event was we call the resounding the success under his management, showcasing the powers of the Kuwaiti female sailors who secured a significant haul of the medals, further cementing Kuwaiti's status for a leader for the Arab sailing world. So let's welcome all of us Ibrahim Alfraih. He's the team leader Kuwait national sailing team. Hello and good morning, coach.
Good morning to you, Abdulaziz, and thank you for hosting me.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on our show. Good morning, Kuwait. First of all, who took this picture for you?
Actually, it was in Oman. One of the organizers there took it while witnessing the race for the Kuwait national.
I saw your smile glowing. It was like in the finish line?
Yeah, it was according to that.
Finish line.
Yeah.
Everything for you, it's remind you for some certain of events you being there before. Like I noticed, like the way you're doing, you're always reminding yourself to dedicate yourself. Why you always have to motivate yourself all the time, coach?
Because actually I was a sailor since I was 9 years old, and being a sailor throughout all of those years, and now leading the team of young sailors of Kuwait national team. Actually, it reminds me of myself. Like when I was a sailor, I wanted to look up to be something and achieve something for my country. So that's what I'm trying to do for the younger sailors now in Kuwait.
And we also appreciate also your efforts as well. We saw also a report about one of the coaches and one of the students.
Yes.
So it's like you have like a big team with you cooperating.
Actually, this summer we have initiated under the national coach, Coach Ihab, the national team coach. We have initiated a sailing school which attracts the young sailors from ranging the age from 8 years old to 13 years old, in order to establish a newer team so that the next generation gonna follow up to the ones that have ended.
Amazing. The way you are speaking, I see you're ambitious from your eyes. So you, since 9 years old, you've been in this kind of the sport. What makes it more significant for you?
Actually, a lot of things, like representing my flag, Kuwaiti flag, in regional championships and regatta, because it takes a lot of effort actually, especially in sailing sports, because it's a multitasking sports. You have to be physically fit, and you have to be a strategic thinker. All of that leads to a significant role, and also to empower sailing in Kuwait and that sport, because since ages Kuwait has been significantly depending on sailing.
And also we see like we see in the 3 books some kind of the efforts you're doing here. It's one kind of the events being, or was some kind of like campaigns? Actually,
this was the second Arab Female Championship, which was held in Kuwait late December 25. And alhamdulillah, it was a great success, and we have managed to secure a lot of medals, getting Kuwait ranked first in the Arab Female Championship.
And also I had the privilege to participate, because we saw it like in the streets, like people gathering, and there is too many kind of participants from the world. We see like the efforts we are doing this kind of event, and the way, and how was like the championship that time, like the atmosphere?
Actually, it is the vision of Kuwait Sea Sports Club to empower the female sports, especially in sailing, and also especially after securing the qualification for the first time in GCC women. We have secured Paris 2024. So after that, it was the vision of the Secretary General, Captain Mohammed Khalid Al-Fawdiri, to empower the women in sailing, especially in Kuwait and the Arab region.
And also on behalf of our show, we're sending greetings to him as well. This kind of events, like you mentioned, to empower the women in this kind of sport. Nowadays, like every championship will see a winners and the heroes. So what about the Kuwaiti women? You can mention their names if you want.
Yes, we have the champion, the sailor Amina Shah, who was the first female from GCC to qualify in Olympic sailing. And after that, we have focused so much on empowering and attracting girls in sailing. And this is one of the visions of the school, the sailing school that we have initiated this summer. And now we have around 10 young sailors, female sailors, which will be in one day like the champions of Kuwait and for the Arab, hopefully.
And you see you see also their skills. Do you think they will achieve?
Of course, like not all of them. This is why we have initiated this school in the time range of 2 months. They will be practicing and training locally. And at the end of this period, we'll be doing a regatta championship with all the new beginner sailors. And whoever qualify will join the national team.
Amazing. I wish them all the best as well. Like now we want to elaborate more about the academic or the school that people wants to join nowadays. Can you elaborate more about it?
Sure, we are welcoming anyone who would like to join from 8 years old until 13 years old, boys and girls. We are doing the training 3 days a week at Mesila Sailing Club. So, of course, we would encourage anyone who would like to join, please contact us or come directly, experience sailing, test it out, because we would like to see more younger generation to practice sailing and to reach the champion and empower that.
For sure, now we are on air and there is some kind of parents, they are watching us during the morning time, and there is some children who wants to be like you. What do you want to give them like an advice? If I want to be a pro as you, what is the best advice you want to say to them?
Actually, I want them to be better than me. That's why we are here to give them the guidelines, to guide the way for them to be like champions in sailing, because this is what we need in Kuwait. It's unfortunately it doesn't get a lot of highlight, sailing in Kuwait, but this is what we are trying to do through your show, through our sailing school, through our vision, to get more people to join sailing, because it's actually a great sport and it has a lot of multitasking in it.
And also this is like our rule from the KTV, always to have to always highlighting everything about what's happening in Kuwait, especially for the sea activities and also the sea sport. And even the past these years you mentioned about what the championship which held in last December 2025 in Kuwait. And also there is different kind of events you've been attending in Kuwait and outside Kuwait.
Yes, actually we have a busy schedule throughout the year, because sailing sport is not seasonal as other sports. It continues and has races throughout the year. So we have just came back from the World Championship for Optimist, which is the younger class. And in September we are doing the Arab Championship for Optimist also in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So we have been training constantly and concentrating on the younger generation so that we can achieve something in the name of Kuwait.
Well, I wish you all the best and for the next achievement and the next event. It's like approximately maybe 4 weeks for the next event in Jeddah. How do you preparing now for our like champions?
According to Coach Ihab, he's the national coach for Optimist. He have gathered and planned a detailed plan and training physically and in the sea. For the team A, they are training 6 days a week, which is a bit tough for those kind of age. But we are doing everything that we can in order to prepare them for what's coming and to achieve more for the name of Kuwait.
And how is the role of their parents also? They are cooperating with you all the time, supporting their children?
Of course, because any sport, it starts, I believe, from home and the education. So them being supportive and attending their children, focusing on their diet, on their sleep pattern, and making sure they're coming to train to the training at a certain time, it helps a lot. This is why we encourage the parents to be more involved with their children's training.
How is it important to be always, we call it in a well-maintained mental health during this kind of sport?
It is actually, to be honest, it's a bit hard, especially in sailing, because it needs a lot of training. Like the pro trainers, after the age of 18, they train 3 times a day, 2 times physical and 1 time at the sea. And during the sea, it's depending on the wind, of course. The stronger the wind it is, the more physical ability you would need. So it's a bit hard, but nothing is impossible. If you'd love the sport, you would do everything to achieve your best.
Amazing. We can say all the times our distinguished guests, good times run very fast. We didn't fill that time. Thank you so much for joining us. Wish you all the best for the next event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abdulaziz, for hosting.
You're most welcome. Special thanks and appreciation for our distinguished guest, Ibrahim Alfraih. He's the team leader, Kuwait National Sailing Team. Now let's heading for our next break. They will continue show Good Morning to Kuwait. So please stay tuned with us.